My name is Schreibeis. I played defensive end for Montana State University, and yeah, I don't know. It means a lot. I don't know if you know, but I walked on to Montana State 4 years ago, and never would have ever imagined that I'd kind of be having a conversation like this. And so it's pretty crazy. There was a few of them that it was just like it was at the end of the game, kind of on a last 2-minute drive that the opponent's offense was taken, and so it just kind of the two that come to mind are Stephen F. Austin and Southern Utah, and it just, I don't know, feels good to come up with big plays in those kind of times. But I don't know. I mean, it was kind of, it was fun because I play on a great D line, and so kind of my mindset going into it is I got to beat those guys at the quarterback because I knew they were going to be hauling there, and so I kind of attribute my success to those guys. I mean, just playing next to them and working with them. So they made it easy, and they're great players, and so it's. It was great to play with guys like Brad Daly and Zach Miller there too. So walked on Montana State, and coming out of high school and looking back, I kind of recognized that I was really walk-on caliber there, but I didn't feel like it at the time, and it was kind of a chip on my shoulder. I thought I deserved a scholarship, so I just was always working for it. And so yeah, I don't know. It kind of was always kind of the fire behind my working out and running and conditioning and stuff like that. Is I've always wanted to earn that scholarship. And after my second year, I got put on half, and then my third year I was 3/4, and then this last year was full. So yeah, it was kind of progressive, and I think it kind of paralleled just kind of my abilities too. Is that I just got better as the years kind of went on, and you know, I don't know, like to even be mentioned with those kind of players you just said is kind of unimaginable. But you know, what Darius has for him is he can just make plays, and he's just an athlete, and he can do incredible things, and so it's always sweet to see what he'll do in a clutch situation in a game, and so I think I don't know. It was kind of funny. Our relationship was kind of back and forth because we were always kind of competing against each other in practice, and we're both really competitive guys, and so but he's a nice kid. I mean, everyone likes him, and so it's cool. I'm about to act for freshman of the year. But that's cool that now there's a couple guys with. Okay, yeah, I got a degree in mechanical engineering, and I don't know, really like it, really enjoy the work that comes with being an engineer, and that's just kind of how my mind works, and so but it was a challenge with football. Because it required a lot of time and a lot of late nights doing homework and stuff like that. But I'm really glad I did it now because I've got two older brothers and a younger sister. My oldest brother lives in Billings. He's an electrician, has a small family. And my other brother is he's actually in Turkey right now coaching football. And he actually played for the Cats too. He was I was a sophomore when he was a senior. And he was a tight end captain, and so it was really cool to kind of hang out with him for a few years, play football with him for a few years, and I don't know, he was a great tight end for the program, and so it was just kind of cool to be brothers on a football team. I like I don't know if you've ever been to Bozeman here, but there's mountains all around it, so I really like mountain biking and skiing, and just pretty much getting out, really like hunting, but I haven't been able to do it much these past few years because of football season, obviously. But just for anything outdoors, I really enjoy. I just think like in the end, it all comes down to work ethic, and the guy who works harder every day, not just some days a week, but every day. It's him who comes out on the top in the end. And so, I guess something I always tried to work at was, I see a lot of guys get superstitious during game day to try to have a good game. And something I always focused on was, I'd always put the work in practice during the week and work hard and get my technique down and the plays down then. And then when it came game day, all I had to do was show up. And I just had to show up because everything was already kind of in place to have a successful game. Yeah, well, I don't know. There's a ton, especially with our group of guys. But something that was kind of funny is we had two twins on the team, and they were identical. They looked just like each other. And one played receiver, and one was the corner. And like the last week of practice of the season, they switched jerseys and went through like 4 or 5 periods of practice, about 20 minutes of practice. And their coaches didn't even tell the difference. They were playing different positions, and the whole team was kind of in on it. It was it was a lot of fun because they were guys I actually walked on with 4 years ago, and so I was good friends with them, and it was pretty fun. Well, to the Bobcat fans, I first wanted to say thanks. It was an awesome opportunity and a major blessing to be a part of the program, and I mean, if I play further, it'll be a hard replacing the memories and just the fun I had at Montana State. It's going to be hard to replace. And so I just want to say thanks. Okay, Caleb Schreibeis, defensive end, Montana State. Just want to say thanks and look forward to what's going to happen in my future here. But the Lord has definitely blessed me up to this point, and so I'm encouraged and looking forward to what's to come.